By WinnipegJets.com. Staff at Jets. WinnipegJets.com. Toronto. On. Check back later today for a report from the morning skate. Mitchell Clinton. WinnipegJets.com. Jets game notes. Tonight's game. The Winnipeg Jets continue a 4-game road trip tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Jets lost 6-2 to the Chicago Blackhawks to start the trip on Thursday night. The road trip concludes with back-to-back games against the Ottawa Senators on Monday and Montreal Canadiens on Tuesday. Winnipeg returns home on Thursday for a meeting with the Calgary Flames before ending the regular on Saturday, April 7. Jets vs. Maples Leafs. Notes: the Jets have earned points in 9 of their last 10 games against the Maple Leafs. 8-1-2. The Jets are the 3rd of March 10 against the Maple Leafs since the franchise moved to Winnipeg for the 2011-12. Ontario-born Mark Scheifele has 12 points, 5 G7A in a 5-game point streak against the Leafs and has points in 8-7 G7A of his 9 career games against Toronto. Patrick Lane had 5 goals in 2 games against the Maple Leafs last. It's the second most goals he had against a team in his rookie, as he scored 8 times in 5 games against Dallas. XTHE Jets clinched their place in the 2018 Stanley Cup playoffs with their victory against Nashville last Sunday. It is the second time since the franchise relocated to Winnipeg in 2011 that the Jets have reached the postseason, joining the 2014-15 edition of the Jets. With 5 games remaining in the regular, Winnipeg trails Nashville by 7 points for first place in the Central Division and Western Conference, while the Jets have an 8-point edge on the Minnesota Wild for second place in the division. Winnipeg's magic number to clinch home ice in the first round of the playoffs is 3. Large loss margin. Thursday's loss to the Blackhawks, the 5th time the Jets have lost by 4 goals or more. Winnipeg's largest margin of defeat came on opening night in a 7-2 loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is the most number of games the Jets have lost by 4 goals or more since the 2011-12 when they lost 5 as well. The franchise record for most losses in a by 4 goals or more is 13, which was suffered by the 1999, 2000 and 2002-2003 editions of the Atlanta Thrashers. Dominating the East, the Jets are the 6th of July 16 against the Eastern Conference, this, including a 7-3 record versus the Atlantic Division. Winnipeg has won 6 straight games against Atlantic Division opponents in a riding an 8-game point streak 6-0-2 that dates back to a Dec. 7/17 loss to the Florida Panthers. Blake Wheeler leads the Jets with 34 points, 8 G26A in 29 games against the Eastern Conference. Connor Hellebuyck has a 5th of March 13 record versus the East with a 2.44 goals against average and a .926 save percentage. Road woes. The Jets have lost 4 in a row on the road. 0-3-1. The losing streak comes after a 5-game road winning streak from February 23 to March 8, an 8-game road point streak 7-0-1 from January 20 Ma. 8. The Jets are trying to avoid losing 3 consecutive road games in regulation for the first time this. Marching forward, the Jets are the 1st of March 10 in the month of March, which is tied for 3rd in NHL. This is the most wins the Jets have had in the month of March in franchise history, and ties the franchise record for most wins in a calendar month, December 2000 and December 2011. The Jets also had a strong March last, going 8-5-1 in 14 games. Since relocating to Winnipeg in 2011, the Jets are 4-9, 4-3-1-1 in the month of March. .200 Club. Brian Little scored the 200th goal of this career on Thursday against Blackhawks. Little has played his entire career with the Jets franchise after being drafted by the Atlanta Thrashers in the first round of the 2006 NHL draft. Little joins Ilya Kovalchuk 328 as the only members of the franchise to score 200 goals. Hit squad. The Jets had a high 45 hits in the game against the Blackhawks on Thursday. The physical was led by a 9-hit-in effort by Ben Chiarot, which established a career high for him. Forwards Brandon Tanev and Adam Lowry each had 6 hits in the game. The franchise record for most hits in a game is 58 Jan. 27/15 at Pitt. Winnipeg has 1,730 hits and are on pace for the second fewest hits in a since relocation. Stellar Bike goaltender Connor Hellebuyck became the first goaltender in franchise history to win 40 games in a with his victory on Tuesday against Boston. Hellebuyck is the 9th of November 40 on, including an NHL best, the 2nd of May 28 at home. Hellebuyck is 3 wins away from tying Tom Barrasso 4-3, 1992, 9-3 for the most wins in a by an American goaltender. He needs 1 win to tie Ryan Miller 4-1, 2009, 10 for the most wins in a by a Michigan-born goaltender. Assists leader Blake Wheeler notched his 66th assist of the on Tuesday against Boston. He joins Mark Savard's 69 in 2006-07 as the only two players in franchise history to reach 60 assists in a. Wheeler is tied for the NHL lead in assists and needs 4 assists in his last 5 games to set a franchise record for most assists in a. Wheeler also leads the NHL with 46 primary assists. Since the All-Star break, Wheeler has 26 assists in 27 games and hasn't gone back-to-back games without an assist since January 23-25 Jets vs. Maple Leafs all-time record overall 2-6-2-4-7 at Bell MTS Place 7-1-0 at Air Canada Centre, the 5th of December 11.